Hey guys, how's it going? All right, so we are coming back with the Taurus and Gemini readings for March. We're going to do Bones and Charms general reading. So, regardless of where you may have Taurus and Gemini, welcome to watch. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can always check out your sun sign if you're not already, or your rising or ascendant sign, or your moon sign. All right. So we're going to start with a quick sound bell here and then get into the reading. And I will be providing timestamps after the live is done for some people on YouTube or Facebook that would like to just skip to their sign. All right. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it here. So the sound bell is really good for grounding ourselves and for myself to get back in touch with my guides and make sure that I am delivering the messages as clearly as possible for you guys. I also wanted to double check our sound real quickly and make sure, of course, that we are going live on Facebook because every time, even though I set it to public, it keeps switching it back. So we just did that. Now we'll check the sound and then we'll get started. Okay, so sound is good. All right, so let's do it. All right, so if you are sensitive to sound, you can feel free to turn it down temporarily for a little bit. All right, but this is going to be for Taurus for March. I was about to say May, but March 2025. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get into shuffling the bones and charms here. As I do that, it does make a little bit of noise. So again, just kind of bear with me. It's not going to be for the whole video and all of that. All right, so thank you guys for your patience and understanding. Spirits, please guide my hand. Messages for Earth sign Taurus, the bull, from March 2025. What does Earth sign Taurus need to see, need to know for the highest vibration? Messages for Earth sign Taurus, the bull. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Earth sign Taurus, the bull, for March 2025. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus, the Earth sign Taurus, the bull, from March 2025. Spirit, guide my hands, please. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for Earth sign Taurus, the bull, for 2025. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Earth sign Taurus, the bull, for 2025. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus for March 2025. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Earth sign Taurus, the bull, for March 2025. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus, for Earth sign Taurus, the bull. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus for March 2025. Okay. So now I'm just going to bring in a couple of the bones and charms that have kind of gone off to the side. It doesn't change their meaning. We're just bringing them closer. So they're still in those sections that we'll go over in the dotted lines in just a moment. And so I'm going to flip over some of the bones and charms before we bring the camera down, so you can see everything more clearly up close. And then I will also ask Spirit where they want to start this reading, because it's different for every reading. And then I will take a picture at the end of all the bones and charms, and I'll post it on my Facebook page, for some people who may want to see that again later. But a couple of them are really concentrated, so I don't want to take the picture yet. That way, again, we can see everything more clearly. All right, so that looks pretty good. So now I just want to kind of find out, again, where they want to start this reading. Spirits, please guide my hands. Where do you want me to start this Taurus reading, please, spirits? Okay, so they got kind of two spots. I'm going to go ahead and start over here, but we will talk about a little bit of what this is as well. Okay, so it looks like they want to mainly start in your work and money section, Taurus, so that's where we'll start, right here in the center. And then there was also a little bit of energy out here in the past in spiritual unconscious, okay? But yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and take the camera down, and you guys will be able to see things more clearly. So we'll just go for a little ride. Here we go. All right, Taurus. So, like I said before, regardless of where you may have Taurus in your chart, whether you're a sun sign Taurus, moon, or rising ascendant, everyone is welcome. Where you have Taurus somewhere else in your chart, in your Jupiter, your Neptune, or wherever. But yeah, so it looks like here, Taurus, the majority of your bones and charms this month are in relationships and love and work and money. And then there's still some stuff going on in body and mental health and spiritual unconscious, but the majority is kind of up here, okay? So I just wanted to briefly talk about this skull right here, and then we're going to move into work and money. All right, but where we find a skull in a reading can tell us where someone's mind is at, where it was at, or where it will be, okay? So here I can see in the past, here, Taurus, as you come to this reading, this could be about you, about someone you're dealing with, multiple people, or just kind of your general environment situation. But here in the past, someone was maybe thinking a lot about their spiritual unconscious, or their intuition is another way you can say or name this section. All right, so I just kind of want to briefly talk about that, but we'll get more into that later. Now, as we work our way into your two busiest sections here, and we're going to start with work and money, is I also briefly wanted to say that whatever falls in the center circle here, where all those lines intersect, does affect all the different areas in the reading, okay? And here's your other skull, okay, Taurus, if you can see that. It's on its side. So you or someone else, or the energy, or multiple people, general environment situation, is thinking a lot about everything here, Taurus, right? Relationships and love, work and money, body and mental health, and spirituality. So we'll get more into that later, okay? But I just wanted to show you how interesting that was. Okay, so as we move into work and money here, and it wanted to start like right around here. I did want to briefly see what had fallen outside of the black mat and is on the white mat. So it's still in those sections, but this is energy in the past out here, and this could be current, present, or even future energies. Okay, so if we look in the past out here, Taurus, we have the mermaid out here in the past. We have the sun over here, and we also have the elephant and part of the skeleton hand. So here, Taurus, this is like memories, okay, of your spiritual team. This what this skeleton hand represents. So past on loved ones, friends, family, ancestors, spirit guides, etc. There could be a lot of memories here um, that they want to help you with in terms of your work or money or finances or your sense of being valued if you're no longer working. I can also see here, Taurus, that in the past maybe there was a lot of happiness um, and happiness from either a long, long time ago here with the mermaid or even past lives, okay, regarding work or money or finances in some way. And I do see a beautiful healing energy that's coming in here as well, okay, because here we have the lizard and then on top of it is the broom. So some of this healing energy started a little bit in the past, and then there's still a need for this clearing, cleansing. So more healing energy can come in the work and money and finances areas. Okay. So now I kind of want to go here in the middle, and then we'll go outwards. But if we get close here, Taurus, what we have, okay, is this is the raccoon claw. We've got the dragonfly I just flipped over. We've got the turtle, and we've got the bicycle. Okay, so I see a lot of manifesting energy here around um, all this movement with the work, the money, the finances, or a sense of being valued. This could also have something to do with manifesting travel or manifesting a new car, a new bike, a new scooter, what have you, the different modes of transportation. But there is a need to go slow here, Taurus, with the turtle around our goals and our dreams for work and money and finances. Okay. Now, as we go this way here, Taurus, we have the question mark here with Pisces, the twin fish. So this could have something to do with someone who's a Pisces or where you may have Pisces in your chart. Or it could be none of those things or addition to those things. It could also just be how can we go with the flow, go with the tide and not against the tide in terms of our work or money or finances when there's something that maybe we don't know the answers to, even if we feel that a lot of things are up in the air here, Taurus. There's a need to go with the flow here and go slow, like we said, okay? Now, I do see some type of message or opportunity coming in here or going out from you or coming in general here with the envelope charm. And this could be something like about some type of subtle communication or good luck coming in here with the bat. So I definitely like that. I also see here, Taurus, that there's a lot of feminine energy perhaps around the family. Okay, so that's as a stereotype, and we all have masculine and feminine. We could say feminine energy, higher vibrational feminine energy is that soft receiving energy. It could be like something to do with the blood family, relatives, right? Or it could be whoever we consider our family or our tribe, our main group of people. So there's a softening energy showing up here, okay? So it could even be about, like, as an example, trying to find balance between the work, the money, and the family. Or it could be just being more gentle with their needs, something going on here, but we'll know more as we go through the reading. But if we go this way here, Taurus, I do see some type of emotional leap of faith, okay, that either needs to happen or is going to happen at work with the money, the finances here with the cup and the frog, okay? And if we go this way, right, because we also have the water charm here, the water charm, just like the cup, is about emotions. Okay, so there's some type of emotional details that needs to be gone over here or will be going over here or already has, depending on when you watch this reading, right? But it's like, what are the emotional details with the work, at work, with the money, the finances? Because remember, with that clearing and healing energy and cleansing and clearing something away that is no longer useful, there is the yin yang here. And this is about balance, right? And with also over here, Taurus, the ship anchor It's like our sense of freedom and safety and finding balance with that. Okay, at work, with the work, the money, the finances, and again, something maybe about balance with the family, either blood family or your tribe. Okay, but really, I love this over here too, as well, Taurus. We have the North Star along with the seashell charm. So it's like even following, what makes sense for you, your dreams and goals and aspirations with the work, the money, and the finances, stuff that maybe is from a long time ago. It could even be past lives, but it doesn't have to go back that far, right? Since it is a general reading meant for multiple people, it kind of really will just depend, okay? Um, but if we also turn it this way, the camera this way, Taurus, whatever is on the line also applies to work and money. So here we have the puzzle piece, we have the ship charm, and we have the coffin, okay? And then not touching but very close, we have the hummingbird, and we have a piece of the whale vertebrae backbone. So this is like some piece of the puzzle here maybe has something to do with travel or being near water. This coffin symbol is just like your skeleton hand over here. So it represents friends, family passed on, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, etc. But they could be showing up here because either they want you to travel or you have to travel because of this, or it's influenced by that, or something here, or just being by water is going to be really healing, like we said. But I also see with that whale vertebrae bone, it's like going with the flow. Remember, we said Pisces over here, water energy. Then you had emotions, the cup. Then you had the water charm. So it's like a whale, right? They swim in the water. That's where they live. So it's like going with the flow with our support system at work, with the work, the money, the finances, whether that's coworkers or friends or family that's supporting you with this. But I really like here too, Taurus, that the hummingbird is here. So the hummingbird represents what we're naturally good at. Okay, I'm just trying to see why the camera won't focus, but come on now. Maybe I'm moving too much or it's too bright. Let's see. Sometimes if I put my finger in it, it'll focus a little better. Okay, there we go. So with the hummingbird, this is about doing something you're naturally good at and not necessarily caring what other people think. Okay, and it could be your spiritual team wants you to do more of that here, Taurus, with the work, at work, the money, the finances, or your sense of being valued. Now, as we go this way, this is my symbol for Saturn. I'm just going to flip it over here. Okay, so this raccoon penis bone is coming in here and it's almost looking like the curved part wants to scoop up Saturn. We have the piece of the armadillo vertebrae backbone here. We have the coyote penis bone here. We've got the scissors. We've got the masculine energy charm. We've got the butterfly. And then we have, of course, the money bags here too. So as a stereotype, right, when we're talking about triple masculine energy here, 1, 2, 3, if we're talking about higher vibrational masculine energy, this is being proactive, assertive, aggressive, go-getter energy. Saturn, okay, wants to come in here and make us more serious with that, or make someone else, or the energy, or the environment. Again, around our support system, whether it's friends, family, coworkers, boss, etc. But there's also a big need to cut something away here. Okay, again, we said cleansing up here and cleansing and clearing. Okay, we see it again here with the scissors. And when you do that, or when someone else does that, or when the energy does that here, Taurus, this is going to support that transformation energy here with the butterfly. This is going to bring in more abundance, okay? Whether it's money and or a sense of being valued, right? Whatever you want to manifest in these areas with work and money, a lot of abundance is showing up here as well. Now, if we follow this raccoon penis bone, it's going and it's barely not touching, but close enough to the crown here, Taurus. So this could be about your own leadership qualities or a higher up with the work, the money, the finances, or just someone that's more confident or has more knowledge, or this is you, right? But that's definitely a little aspect that's showing up here as well. Okay. Um, Now, as we move into your next busiest section here, all right, Taurus, we're going to move into now relationships and love, okay? And this is all types of relationships. It's romantic, it's platonic with friends and family, and it's self love, okay? So that's your second kind of busiest section this month. I want to kind of look at what's in the past here first and then kind of move inward, okay? So we're going to start over here. What I see in the past and still like right on the line here, okay, it's on the line, so it also applies to relationships and love, is there's a lot of good luck here with the green lucky rabbit's foot, and this good luck is supported underneath by the dog ankle bone, okay? And that is then leading to this yes coin. And underneath the yes coin on this side is also the leaf, okay? Just making sure there's nothing else there. So here, Taurus, in terms of your relationships, the more flexibility. Oh, wait, that's not the dog ankle bone. Sorry, this is the raccoon penis bone. Oh, okay. Just kidding. Well, maybe it still applies. It could be something about flexibility here, but it's being also higher vibrational masculine energy, would be more assertive, okay, proactive, aggressive with cleansing something, okay, with the leaf. That's going to bring in this yes. Now, whether this yes is a yes you give to someone or someone gives to you, or it comes in general from your spirit guides, there's all this beautiful good luck around it, okay? Now, as we go further back this way here, Taurus, we have your Buckeye here, we've got the baby, and then I have my symbol for Capricorn, okay? The goat. So in the past, and the past could be a couple of days ago, weeks, months, years, etc., or this could have something to do with the Capricorn during Capricorn season, or where you have Capricorn in your chart. It's like a resilient energy, the slow moving earth energy of the goat, right? So traveling difficult pathways, right? But not giving up. It's a sense of not giving up here, Taurus. This could have something to do with 3D children, either your children or someone else's, or just a childlike energy here in the past. But there's a beautiful safety feeling here as well that over time then even crosses over into the future current present energies, okay, here with the safety pin, the rope charm, and the spider and the spider web. It's like this safety environment, okay, is spilling over here in all these different relationships, okay? That's beautiful. Now, as we go this way here, Taurus, there's a little bit of irresponsibility energy here that started in the past and is still showing up here currently. Okay, so this could be you or someone else, multiple people, or just kind of an energy, all right? But it's irresponsibility with our support system, okay? Because it's touching the fish vertebrae here, okay? So someone could have been irresponsible or is currently still being irresponsible with the support system, whether it's friends, family, romantic lover, whatever it is, okay? And I see that because we also have over here the mountain charm, so there is some challenges around that, okay, and maybe working through that. But there is like success on the other side here too with the fish and prosperity. So someone or an energy or a person could be chewing over and digesting all of this with that human tooth bone there as well. Now, if we go back this way in the past, okay, again, still in relationships and love section, we got the alligator claw, we have the cupid, we have the seashell, and then we have the witch charm, okay? So it looks like here in the past, Taurus, some body or some energy was really trying to manifest maybe how to bring in more soft receiving feminine energy in our relationships. And it's like the people that you love and that love you wanted to help you with that. Okay, so Cupid's arrow is pointing to that feminine energy in the seashell. It could also be that there was a beautiful friendly energy here with the witch charm. So this could be one friend or a group of friends or just a friendly type of energy. So this stuff could have been a catalyst for then these things here in the center. So that could have been a catalyst for that, yes, for that good luck energy, for that cleansing energy, for the freedom, for the sense of safety here as well. Okay, so still some challenges and irresponsibility, but also some really good stuff happening here. So again, this is your busiest section this month, Taurus. Now, as we go this way, we got the honeybee here, one of the honeybees. We've got the peace doves. We got the listening bells. We have the cloud charm, and then we have another raccoon claw here. So this is talking about like manifesting here something, Taurus. Not wanting to necessarily manifest confusion because that's no fun, but there's something about the heart chakra. So whatever lands on the heart here, I look at this as the heart chakra. So if there's some confusion or stagnant energy, even with the lock over here, we still need to clear and cleanse. That's the third one showing up. Remember, we had the broom. Do we have a broom? No, we had the leaf over here, so that's clearing and cleansing. What else did we have? Well, the broom was actually over here in work and money, but it still relates, right? So the feather and the leaf, clearing and cleansing something here in the heart chakra, some stagnant energy, some confusion. Now this could have something to do with a teacher, a mentor, or a guide here, Taurus, and or it's your own leadership qualities here with the apple charm as well. But listening to like once you clear that or someone clears that or the energy clears that, listening for peaceful energy in the relationships, all of them, romantic, platonic, self-love. And also there's something going on here with the honeybee about our individual power and our sense of community power in our relationships. So again, someone is chewing over and digesting this with that deer tooth. They could be, or you could be, or the energy could also be thinking about, well, how do I get back this sense of purity and gentleness in my relationships? Because deers are gentle, right? Just like the peace doves. With all of this going on, you have another symbol for good luck here. Not only the lucky rabbit's foot, but here you have the horseshoe and the ladybug inside. So I definitely like that, Taurus. And as we go this way, then we have Leo the lion here in the corner. So this could have something to do with the Leo or during Leo season, or where you may have Leo in your chart. If it's not any of those things or in addition to those things, it could also just be about passion and creativity. So when I see that kind of right next to that first raccoon penis bone that's crossing the line, it's like, how can we be more proactive, assertive, aggressive to find the passion and creativity in the relationships? So your spiritual team perhaps wants to help you with this as well, with the coffin here. So passed on loved ones, friends, family, ancestors, spirit guides, all the things. Okay. And this also could have a big piece of the puzzle is something here, possibly for some people, but not everybody, something to do with traveling to somebody or traveling with somebody, or it could just be about being by water and how peaceful and gentle that is, right? And healing. But this could also be about our relationships here with that whale vertebrae bone, a backbone here, our support system, and like maybe how we can feel more like ourselves in our relationships and do things that we don't question ourselves, right? So the hummingbird flies backwards, but it gets the sweetest nectar. So doing the things that we are naturally good at, okay? It's like your spiritual team wants you to do that in relationships and love as well, or someone else if it's not you, Taurus, or just the energy. Now here we have my symbol for Saturn. So Saturn is coming in here, Taurus, and making you or someone else or the energy more proactive or assertive or aggressive with the support system. Like, does somebody need to be cut out, or does some aspect or some mindset, does that need to be cut out? Because remember, you have triple masculine energy here, the masculine charm, the coyote penis bone, the raccoon penis bone. So when you cut this out or someone else does, or the energy, this is also going to lead to transformations and abundance in your relationships or someone else's or just the general environment. Now, if we follow this the main raccoon penis bone that we were just talking about down this way here, Taurus, it also leads us to that crown. So, how can we be more proactive, assertive, aggressive with being a leader in our relationships, right? Or taking on more confidence, or getting more knowledge, or working with someone else that has more knowledge in these areas. Okay, so that's also showing up here. But the big thing here too, I wanted to say, and this is in your center circle, so it affects all the different areas this month here, Taurus, is with your skull being here, and there's the ankle bone I was talking about earlier. I knew I felt the energy, but I confused it when I said it earlier, being over there. But here it is. So someone is or going to be thinking a lot about, how can I be more flexible? What is my relationship environment here with the fork? Okay, what type of relationships do I want? What type of relationships am I giving to or supporting? What type of relationships need to be cut away? All of those things showing up here and being on the line. So if we follow that dog ankle bone, it's not touching, but it's very close to the angel coin. So your spiritual team is here again, wanting to help you with these things. Now, if we go this way on the line here, Taurus, now we have our second coyote penis bone. We've got the, I lost my word. We got the corn charm here. We have the wish charm, and then we have the key. Okay, so there could be a relationship wish, how to plant seeds, something of substance here. How do we have more, again, deeper relationships or happier relationships? But there's some answers that are going to come in here with that wish when you or someone else or the energy either starts or continues to plant the seeds for something like to make our relationships rich, right? Because this is a corn charm. It's not like a flower charm, right? So we plant flowers because they're pretty, and they help the bees, and all of that helps our food. But this is actual food that we're planting. So it's something of substance, okay, that's deep here. All right. So that's pretty much, I want to make sure what I'm seeing in the relationships and love area. So now I want to go ahead here, Taurus, and kind of move into your body and mental health section, or for someone else, or just for the energy, and see also what's in the past here, and then move forward, okay, onto the black mat. So if we follow that little dotted line, it leads us right to out here in the past, Taurus, the nutmeg. So this represents abundance in our body and mental health in the past or someone else's. We also have the listening seashell, feminine energy, all the way out here. And then over this way, we have the snake vertebrae, okay? So this is showing up here, Taurus, as perhaps someone in the past was not listening to their support system, or their support system was not listening to you or to someone else, okay? But our backbone is our support system. Who has your back, right? Whether it's friends, family, romantic partner, etc. So that was kind of showing up here in the past energy. That could be a couple days ago, weeks, months, years, right? But despite that, okay, or because of that, we still had all of this good luck here. Started in the past, and then it continues on. So being more assertive or aggressive with someone's body and mental health, their overall health here. We also had that yes coin that's touching it, and then the leaf that was kind of hiding underneath here. So you could be giving a yes, or someone could be giving you a yes, or it comes in general from your spiritual team about something related to your health or someone else's, and clearing and cleansing that energy as well, okay? So definitely like that. Now this is really interesting here too, Taurus. We have the turkey wishbone, and inside is the lightning bolt, and then on the outside is the chair. So this is like someone wishing for new ideas in terms of their health or someone else's. It also could be, where do we feel at home in our body? Where do we feel at home in our mind, right? Um, and it could also be, how does our home environment affect our body and our mind? Okay, so someone's like, I need to change something here, or the energy needs to change something here to bring in these new ideas. All right, this could also have something to do with um, our sense of boundaries with our body and mental health over here with the bobcat tooth. So this is chewing over and digesting that, right? So cats are really good with their sense of boundaries, okay? So if their body or mind isn't like feeling like getting petted, you that cat's gonna leave and you're not gonna be able to pet that cat, right? It's kind of a silly example, but it's true. Now, as we also see what else is here on the line in terms of body and mental health, we have another human tooth bone here. We have the angel coin, and then we have the balance scales. Okay, so Taurus, here your spiritual team could be wanting really to emphasize the need for balance within the body and mind for you or someone else's overall health. So, chewing over and digesting this is definitely showing up. Now, this is really interesting here, right in the center, Taurus. We have the book charm, we have the freedom cuffs, we have the bow and arrow, and then we have another human tooth bone. Okay, so this is like some type of information or knowledge coming in here, or coming out from you, or coming in general. That it's like bringing more a sense of freedom around our goals. Okay, where do we pull back that arrow and hit our target in terms of our body and mental health, or for someone else, right? Now, this could have something to do with the Sagittarius, or during Sagittarius season, or even where you have Sagittarius in your chart, but it doesn't have to. Okay. But I also see here, Taurus, going back to that main center circle, is that you or someone else is chewing over and digesting throughout the month or even beyond, because all the readings that I do are timeless. So it doesn't have to just be for March, right? But it's like something to do about here when we're talking about body and mental health, something to do with nutrition. Okay, so what am I physically eating? Okay, do I need to be more flexible with that or change something there? And also, what am I mentally digesting? Do I need to be more flexible with that and change something here so I can again feel more at home within my mind and body, and also maybe be more present with my home environment if I live with someone else, etc. Okay. Um, Now, as we go this way here, Taurus, we also have that coyote penis bone. We've got the corn charm, we have the wish charm, and then the key charm. So planting seeds, okay, to make us more healthy within our body and mental health, because there's a big wish here, and there's answers around whatever it is that you wish for here, Taurus, in terms of your body and mental health, or whatever someone else is wishing for, if it's about someone else, or just the environment in general, okay? But I see a lot of interesting things here happening, and definitely some good luck, okay? So very, very cool. All right. Now, as we move to your last section here, Taurus, this is like your least active section. Doesn't mean that things aren't happening. It just means that Spirit wants you to focus more on these other areas. All right, but this is your spiritual unconscious section. We also can call it our intuition, or someone else's intuition, right? So I want to talk a little bit about what's in the past here, and then move into the future, current, present energies that are on the black mat, okay? But we can see what's out here in the past that's also right on that line. Is we have the nutmeg here in the past, and what we started talking about a little bit in the beginning of the reading is that second skull here. So someone in the past could have been thinking a lot about their spiritual unconscious intuition, right, side, and how to have it be more abundant. Perhaps in the past there was a lot of good luck in these areas as well here, Taurus, okay? So a lot of good luck with like trusting our intuition or being in touch with our spiritual nature or side, being in touch with our unconscious, all right? Okay, just getting a sip of water. Just talking a lot. But yeah, what we can see here right in the center, Taurus, is we have Pegasus the winged horse. Okay, it's right on the word unconscious. And then we have another honeybee here. So this is really about how, like, to find our sense of freedom and what is our individual power and our sense of community power in how it relates to our spirituality and our unconscious and our intuition. So, our individual power is, do we listen to our intuition? Do we listen to our gut reactions, our first reactions with things? But also with the community sense, um, are we listening to other people's advice, or how are they showing up for us in our spiritual nature, or our intuition? Okay, so that's just something to kind of think about here, and how we want to feel more free with that, or you, Taurus, or someone else, or the energy wants to feel more free with that. Now, as we go this way, we can see that your spiritual team again is here with that angel coin right on the line, and that human tooth bone here, and then the balance scales with Libra energy. So this could have something to do with a Libra during Libra season, or where you have Libra in your chart. If it's none of those things, or in addition to those things, it's like how to just have an equal give and take, or sense of spiritual justice or unconscious justice. Okay, so that's definitely showing up here. Now, this could also have something to do with some type of information, with the book charm touching that angel coin as well. So, some type of spiritual, unconscious, intuitive information coming in, and someone chewing over and digesting how to have more sense of freedom with that information. This could have something to do with the Sagittarius, or during Sagittarius season, or where you or someone else has Sagittarius in your chart. But if it's not that, it's really like, well, where do we pull back that arrow and hit the spiritual unconscious targets, okay, with this information that comes in? Now, the last thing I'll say here, Taurus, in terms of your spiritual unconscious, is we also have that second raccoon penis bone crossing in here. Okay, so this is, if we're talking about higher vibrational masculine energy, it would be being proactive, assertive, and aggressive. Maybe like, where can we be more aggressive with our own leadership qualities? Can we help others with their spiritual unconscious, with their intuition? But it also, and or could be, Taurus, about your you working with a teacher, a mentor, a guide, or building your own confidence there and leadership qualities, your knowledge, or working with someone else, or both of those things, to also find like your spiritual passion and creativity. Okay, here with Leo the lion, again, could have something to do with the Leo during Leo season, where you have Leo in your chart. But it's like bringing in not only feminine energy but masculine energy to get more serious. Saturn wants us to get more serious about our spiritual support system. Okay, so remember, again, we had triple masculine energy here, and then a little bit of feminine. So being really assertive about cutting something away for our spiritual transformation with the butterfly, so we can bring and feel more spiritually, unconsciously, intuitively abundant. So cutting something away here. It could be cutting away a teacher, a mentor, guide that no longer serves you or resonates with you, or it's cutting something away so then you can again develop your own leadership qualities here. It's going to be different for everybody, since of course it is, a general reading, okay? But that's kind of what I'm getting here for you, Taurus, for March. I hope some of this is, starting to make sense, or will make sense later. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take your picture so I can post that later on my Facebook page, and it'll be available to you if you want to see this again. But yeah, I just wanted to say, enjoy this time period. Feel free to let me know in the comments if any of this resonates for you, but you don't have to, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and put the camera back up here for a second, and kind of just reset ourselves and get ready for Gemini energy we're going to switch into as soon as the camera, there we go, decides to stay. All right, so thank you, Taurus, as we move into Gemini, and thank you everybody for your views, your likes, your shares. It does support my channel here since I am doing these readings for free. So whether you do that on Facebook or YouTube, and then later eventually Instagram and TikTok. All right, but again, enjoy this time period, Taurus. And yeah, we're gonna switch over to Gemini, and I'll provide timestamps later. But yeah, we're gonna clear and cleanse the bones and charms, let them rest for a little bit with some crystals, and then we will do another sound bell to kind of recenter ourselves and welcome in the Gemini energy as well. All right. So let me just get everything back in the bowl here, and I want to rotate the mat as well. Just kind of do that so I don't really know where things are. I do it with my eyes closed anyway, but you know, it's just good to clear the energy and rotate stuff and clear it out. All right, so we're gonna let that rest there for a moment. Do another sound bell, and actually I want to do a little bit more incense. Oh wait, is it all gone? I'll do the small one. Okay, that's probably better anyway. All right, thank you guys for your patience. Oh shoot, did I not take the picture? Oh no, I thought I did. Wait, please tell me I took the picture. Oh, I don't think I did. Okay. Sorry, Taurus, I messed that up, but that's okay. You'll just have to look back at the video, I guess. I usually take it in the beginning, but sometimes I do it at the end because then all the bones and charms are flipped over and you can see them better, but my bad, it happens. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna clear some energy here with this incense, my matchstick incense. So using smoke is another method to clear energy, along with your intention, of course. And we're going to do our sound bell. Just clear it out a little bit. All right. Stay. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a little bit. Clear that energy. Oh, yes. Okay. Clear myself. Yes, yes. All right. We'll leave this over here if it will stay put. Maybe. Okay. All right, guys. Let's do our sound bell. So if you are sensitive to sound, you can temporarily turn it down. But again, we are just clearing energy. It gives you time to take a couple of deep breaths, check back in with your body, all of those things. Okay. All right. So this is going to be for Gemini for March 2025. All right. Very good. Okay. I think Cleo liked it too. My dogs are over there in the corner. Finally calmed down after the mailman left. Okay. So let's go ahead now and shuffle your bones and charms here, Gemini. So thank you guys for your patience and understanding as I do that. All right. Spirit, please guide my hands. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for air sign Gemini, the twins, for March 2025. What does air sign Gemini need to see, need to know what our highest says for March 2025? Messages for air sign Gemini for March 2025. Do a little bit more. Okay. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for Air Sign Gemini for March 2025. What do they need to see for Gemini to know for March 2025? Spirits, guide my hands, please. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Air Sign Gemini. Messages for Air Sign Gemini for March 2025. What do they need to see? What does Gemini need to know for their highest good? Messages for Gemini. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Gemini. Messages for Air Sign Gemini for their highest good. Messages for Gemini. All right. Let's see. We got little jumpers out there. We're just going to move them in. They're still in their sections that we'll go over in a minute. And it doesn't change their meaning. It's just better for us to see if things are a little bit closer. Let's see if we can flip over some of the bones and charms very gently so we don't mess anything up. Let's see this one and this one. That. I'll leave it the way it was. I was going to flip over the skull there, but it might mean something if it's going down like that. So I'm going to leave it the way it was. Okay, looks pretty good. I'm going to just take a picture now so I don't forget like I did for Taurus. Just in case. All right, hold on, guys. Stay. Okay. All right, so now let me bring the camera down and we'll see what we got. Also, real quickly, before I do that, figure out where Spirit wants to start this reading since it's different for every reading. So let me just do that real quickly. Thank you, guys. Spirits, where do you want me to start this Gemini reading? Okay, definitely right there. Right in the center of work and money. So that's what we'll do. All right, now let's take the camera down. Hold on. Get you guys to come over here with me so you can see everything. Okay. So Gemini, let's see. Looks like the majority of your bones and charms are pretty spread out. This month you got a lot going on in kind of every section. So there's nothing wrong with that, of course. But they want to start in your least active section, actually, which is work and money. So that's what we're going to do there. But I also wanted to say, for some people who may be new or haven't been here in a while, that whatever falls outside of the black mat, that's still in those little sections, but that's past energy, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and start in work and money here. So I can see out here we have just one thing in work and money in your past here, Gemini. We got the nutmeg, so perhaps there was a lot of abundance in your work or money, or with the work or money, or finances, or your sense of being valued. I forgot to say, as you come to this whole reading here, Gemini, this could be about you, or someone you know, or multiple people, or your general environment situation. So always take it how it may resonate. And I just found another charm all the way out there, so I'll take another picture at the end. But this is really talking about like manifesting something here, manifesting all of this good luck. So here, Gemini, we have a raccoon claw, Okay, and we have your lucky rabbit's foot that's crossing the line. It's also going into that section, but right now we're talking about work and money. Okay, and it's really beautiful. If you look over here, Gemini, we have the skeleton hand is kind of lightly touching and supporting that good luck. Okay, so skeleton hand represents passed on loved ones, friends, family, etc., spirit guides, angels. They're supporting some type of good luck, okay, in your work or money environment, or worth the work, the money, the finances, or a sense of being valued. And what I also like to see over here, Gemini, is, and this fell very interestingly, okay, your safety pin, okay, is leaning against here your alligator claw, which is then holding up by the fish vertebrae. And then over here we have a raccoon penis bone that's crossing into a couple sections. But just like the lucky rabbit's foot, this alligator claw represents good luck as well. So it's like double good luck with the work, the money, the finances, or sense of being valued. And there's a beautiful sense of safety here with this good luck, and your support system, whatever it may be, whether it's coworkers, boss, friends, family, romantic partner, etc. They're like, it's so beautiful. It's like we got you, right? So that again, that fish vertebrae is holding up the alligator claw. Okay, so we got you and we're giving you even more good luck. So something is safe here. Okay, there's a sense of safety. Now, if we go this way where that little fork is hiding here, Gemini, just kind of move it a little bit so you can see. Okay, this is asking to be more proactive or assertive or aggressive with what are we digesting in terms of our work and money and finances environment. Is it safe to ask those questions? Absolutely. Okay, I just knocked over the safety pin, but yes, it is safe to ask those questions, definitely. Oh, I'm just messing everything up. Hold on, guys. What did I do? Trying to put that back there, and then maybe like that. Okay, close enough. All right. So now if we follow this, these are all touching each other and they're crossing the line, but they all kind of still apply to work and money. So we're going to see what else is over here. Remember how I said it's safe to ask those questions because there's a lot of emotions going on here with the cup, okay? And those emotions could be about, there's another raccoon penis bone leading in, they're leading into each other. So it's like double masculine energy here, high vibrational masculine energy, being proactive or assertive, like with the emotions at work, with the money, the finances. But there's definitely a need to cut something away here as well, because here we have the scissors. All right, Gemini. And the scissors are touching the baby and the baby's face down. And then the baby's on a couple other things. So this could be cutting away something to do with your children or someone else's, or a childlike energy with the work, the money, the finances, the emotions. Maybe someone's being childish at work. Doesn't have to be, just an example, and that's not necessarily you, Gemini. But maybe there's a need to cut these emotions away to also get enough rest. Okay, so we can do well with the work, the money, the finances. But this is also about our sense of freedom here and individual power and community power with the work, the money, the finances. Because we have the bumblebee and then it's on top of the freedom cuffs. Okay. So very, very interesting. Now there could be this feminine energy here that's also showing up with the feminine charm, and then the cloud here. So there could be a feminine energy that's like confusing you or confusing someone else or confusing the environment, right? So if it's like we got double masculine energy, but then we've got emotions, which traditionally as a stereotype are not feminine, right? Even though we all have masculine and feminine, and men can be emotional too, or whatever, regardless of gender, right? But there's some confusion here about that. And so it's like Spirit is saying here, Gemini, we need to listen to something and clear it away. So Saturn is coming in here and getting you or someone else serious about their responsibilities, getting things done, getting organized with the work and money, and maybe not listening to the confusion or not getting overly emotional here, or just cutting something away, clearing something away with the broom. Now, this could have something to do with the Pisces or during Pisces season, or where you have Pisces in your chart, or it's none of those things, or in addition to those things, it's a need to go with the flow here. Once that clearing and cleansing is done, okay? I just kind of messed that up, but that's all right. It's still there. I was trying to, hold on, put it on top. It's just going to bug me if I don't fix it. Hold on, guys. Damn it. There we go. Okay. So, anyway, now all of these things are also touching, though, Gemini, a lot going on this month, like I said, the Norse symbol for protection. It's like over time, as you clear and cleanse, again with the leaf here and the lock, something with the work, the money, the finances, or someone else does, or the environment, there's information coming in that is highly protected. Okay, this could be like secret information, right, with work or money that not everybody gets to know, something here. Or it's just information in general, but over time knowing that this is protected, okay? Because there could be definitely some type of no that's showing up here, Gemini, and this no could be you giving a no or you getting a no from a person or from the energy in general. It could be like no to travel right now with the ship charm here for work or money, or it could be no to I don't know. There's just a no here, right? So sometimes I would say, like the famous saying, sometimes, what is it? Rejection is God's protection. So even though this is a no, it's still an angel, right? Even though it looks scary, it's still protecting. Okay. And I want to see, what else is down there? A whole lot. Okay. So let's put this no coin over there and see what we have. So we have the ship charm that we saw a little bit. We have also the hummingbird. We've got the key, and then we have the turtle. Okay, very interesting, Gemini. So a no to going slow and trying to find the answers maybe in a non-traditional way for you or someone else or the energy. Or it could be saying no to something, and then in spite of that no, your spiritual team says you're going to get answers when you slow down and do the things that you're naturally good at with the work, the money, the finances, and not care what people think. It can go a couple different ways, okay? Let's just put that right back kind of where it was. Now, the last thing I'll say in terms of work or money, because again, these are all crossing the line and touching each other, is over here, my God, there's, look at that, 3 human teeth bones all together. Now, usually they'll be spread out. They're all together. So this is like someone or some energy has been thinking a lot about where is the passion and creativity, okay, with the work, the money, the finances, or a sense of being valued. Someone's thinking a lot about that. Now, this could have something to do with the Leo or during Leo season, or where you have Leo in your chart. But if it's none of those things, it's really about where is that passion, right? So if we get rid of the stagnant energy and we clear and cleanse that, the old leaves die and they fall away, so we can have new leaves. And with this information coming in that is protected, it's like someone's thinking a lot about that passion and that creativity. Okay. Very, very interesting. All right. So that's what I see in terms of work or money, even though I was like, there's not a whole lot going on here. It's your least active section. Well, everything is still in the center circle and crosses the line and still kind of applies to that. So even though it looks like bare compared to the other sections, there's still a lot to kind of observe, but that's not a bad thing. All right. So Gemini, now let's move into your spiritual unconscious section next here. Okay, and I want to start a little bit with this past energy as well. All right, but you really only have three things here showing up in the past, Gemini. You've got the Cupid, you have feminine energy and the conch seashell, and then you have the bicycle over here. So this Gemini is talking about in terms of your spiritual unconscious or your intuition or someone else's. In the past, there was a lot of movement and feminine energy here, and perhaps even the people that you love and that love you was like they wanted you to be open and in that soft receiving kind of feminine energy that is very conducive for your intuition or someone else's or your spiritual unconscious. So that's really nice. Now, don't forget here too, Gemini, look at half of your lucky rabbit's foot is in spiritual unconscious as well. And your spiritual team is supporting that again with that dog. Why do I keep saying dog ankle bone like randomly? With, well, it's over there. We'll talk about that in a second. But what I was trying to say was with that skeleton hand, your spiritual team, ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, they are supporting, okay, all of this good luck in this section. Now, as we go this way, there's going to be success here, Gemini, and prosperity with setting up some type of spiritual boundaries and flexibility with someone or your own spiritual transformation happening here, okay? This could be something about the collective as well. You know, if you're into astrology, watch the previous reading or read about astrology for the month of March, okay? So it's just not only you or the energy, but lots of people need to be more flexible with feeling comfortable with setting those spiritual, unconscious, intuitive boundaries because there is a lot of transformation happening, okay? And technically, if you look at it also in the aspect of the calendar, we're only in the third month of the year, all right? So it makes sense, all right? Now, as we go this way, a big piece of the puzzle here, Gemini, in terms of your spiritual unconscious or intuition, is the emotions. So here the emotions they're valued in the other aspects as well, but here it's like that's what your intuition is, right? Your gut reactions to things, how you feel at night, when you're alone, when you're sleeping. That is a big part of your spiritual unconscious in general. So that definitely makes sense. But there's this really double masculine energy to again cut away something here, Gemini. Cut away maybe the negative emotions, okay, or trying to cut away these negative emotions. So Spirit wants you to really do that, okay, because remember, we need our rest. So it's not just rest for our body and our mind, but it's rest for our spirit, okay, with that baby going down. Now, this could also have something to do with your children, if you have children, or someone else's, or just like this childlike energy. But the baby's facing down, they need the rest, all right? And here too, Gemini, the baby's laying on top of the freedom cuffs, which is then touching that honeybee. So it's talking too about individual power and community power in terms of our spiritual unconscious or our intuition. Okay, so when we again embrace this feminine energy with the feminine charm, we can be more open. We're more likely to cut away these like negative emotions if there's some here and get the deeper rest we need and to be more flexible with our spiritual unconscious boundaries because there's a transformation happening. And as we go this way here, Gemini, this is about sweeping away, clearing something, either with a Pisces or during Pisces season, or where you may have Pisces in your chart, or it's just clearing away you or someone else or the energy, like trying to swim upstream. And it's so hard. It's like, no, bro, like go with the flow, go with the water and the tide. Sorry, I keep hitting something under my table. I gotta move, maybe a dog toy. Anyway, it's like going with the tide is going to be so much easier, right? So if we listen to something that may be confusing to us in terms of our intuition or spiritually, we're like, I don't know about that. Saturn's going to come in here and get you or someone else or the energy more serious about thinking about how we are protected, okay? Getting some type of spiritual, intuitive, information that maybe confirms that we are spiritually, unconsciously, intuitively protected. And that's beautiful, right? And keep clearing and cleansing away that stagnant energy here as well, Gemini, okay? Because again, remember, if we get this no, or we give this no, or it comes in general, what's underneath it is now perhaps we can do some astral travel in our dreams, right? Or now we get to just spiritually, intuitively feel more free to travel. Okay, feel more lighter, right? Because then you have the hummingbird is flying. It's all this light energy here and going with the flow. And so, here also, too, a big aspect, Gemini, is the more that we do things we're naturally good at, that make sense to our spirit, our unconscious, our intuition, that's when we're going to find more answers, okay, or someone else's, etc. But there's a need to go slow here because the clearing and cleansing does take a lot of energy, right? So just go slow. All right. Whew. Now, let's put that back where it was. Now, Gemini, we're going to move into your work and, no, we already did work and money. Sorry, this is your body and mental health, okay? So we're going to start with stuff in the past and then move more onto the black mat, which is, again, that present current energies. Let me just get a sip of water here, guys. Okay. So, past energy in terms of someone's body and mental health. Perhaps in the past there was a lot of questions and trying to figure out in the past and in the current present energies, how can I manifest and be resilient with my body and mental health or with someone else's? How can I also find some type of support here with that whale vertebrae bone here? Now, this is also my symbol for Capricorn, Gemini. So it could be you're dealing with a Capricorn, or where you have Capricorn in your chart, or even Capricorn season. But if it's none of those things or addition to those things, it's really just about how do I never give up and put in that hardworking energy in terms of my body and mental health. Again, there's a big thing about sleep here. I was, remember in the beginning, going to flip your skull over here for the picture and for you guys to see, but it was down and I was like, I'm going to leave it down. It told me, the spirit was like, leave that down. So there's something going on where you need more sleep or someone else does, okay? But also, where we find a skull can tell us a lot about where someone's mind is at or where it was or where it will be. So definitely someone's thinking a lot about either their own health or someone else's, okay? I don't want to forget these other things that are on the side in the past as well. Okay, so here we have the corn charm. We got a little bit of that coyote claw. We have the elephant, which is touching the strawberries. We have Pegasus, the winged horse. We have the mountain charm. We have the lady and the ladybug. We have the apple. My goodness, there's a lot going on here. We have the snake vertebrae, which is touching the deer tooth, which is touching the bow and arrow, which is touching a couple other things. So we'll get to that. But let's just do one by one because it's a lot, okay? So here, Gemini, I can see that maybe someone, again, started in the past to manifest, how can I be more healthy, right? How can I make future plans to plant something for my body and mental health that is good? So someone started that in the past, and it's a catalyst, and it's leading to what we may find over here. There was also a lot of memories here, Gemini, about going over the details with someone's health. So it could even be like if a friend or family member, someone you know, had something similar, or there's just it just brings up some memories about the details here, okay? And processing some type of information. Now, here with Pegasus, the winged horse, perhaps someone or some energy also felt really free, more free in the past with their body and mental health. But it's like they were free or you were free, but there was also some challenges, but there was also double good luck and happiness, right? So, here with the horseshoe and the ladybug inside. Then we have the four-leaf clover charm, that is then touching the sun charm, which is happiness. Okay, now there also could have been, because all of these things are touching and they're on the line, that's why they apply this way, is there could have been a teacher, a mentor, a guide, or your own leadership qualities here with the apple, about some type of support system. The support system was maybe changing in the past with the snake vertebrae here. It was changing and someone was chewing over and digesting. Well, how do I get back to that sense of gentleness and purity and good luck and happiness and healing energy? Okay, because if I move this over, there's the lizard. So someone was thinking a lot about this in the past. Now, this could have something to do with the Sagittarius or during Sagittarius season, or where you have Sagittarius in your chart, or none of those things here, Gemini. But there was still something hidden in the past, and still a little bit here too in terms of someone's health, okay? Um, but your spiritual team is like so beautiful here. We have the coffin, okay, we have the peace doves, we have the ship anchor, we have the honeybee, we have the angel coin, we have the masculine charm on top of the feather, and then we have that seashell charm. I can talk. There we go. So here, Gemini, this is like your spiritual team wants this peaceful energy and wants you or someone else to feel a sense of safety and freedom with their body and mental health. Okay, they're here twice with the angel coin and the coffin. Your spiritual team also perhaps pass on loved ones, friends, family, ancestors, spiritual team, all the things. They want you to be more proactive or assertive with clearing or cleansing something from the past here. This could even be past life stuff that relates to body and mental health. But it's individual power and community power with the honeybee. So your individual responsibility to your health or someone else's, but also the community sense. So that could be doctors, trainers, whatever, etc. Right? Mental health care workers, whatever it is. What is the individual power that someone has for their health, and what's the community aspect that can also help? So there's a clearing and cleansing with that. Now, as we go this way here, Gemini, I also see that there could be some type of letter, message, document that either comes in from your blood family and relatives, or whoever you consider your tribe, or it goes out from you, like you get some information about your body and mental health and then you tell them. It could go either way. But I don't see it as a bad thing because it's so close to the star here. So it's like following you, North Star, which is then connected to the mermaid. So it's something that you've longed for or someone else has longed for a really long time. Okay. So I definitely like that. I also see there could be some type of wish here for more balance with the body and the mental health. Okay. With this yin and yang symbol and then the wish charm here. Now, as we go this way, Gemini, this is pretty cool. I like this. Okay, so very close to but not touching that butterfly, which represents transformation, but now transformation in the body and mental health. Very close to it is the chair, the lightning bolt, and then the frog. So this could have something to do with your home, where you live, new ideas coming in, and some type of leap of faith needs to happen for someone's body and mental health. Okay, that's one way to look at it. It could also be here, Gemini, that someone or your sense of where you feel at home within your own body, within your own mind, there needs to be new ideas and some type of leap of faith here. Okay. Because with this transformation that's happening, right? Remember, we said before in other aspects, we need that flexibility, even in the collective with the astrology, around our boundaries and being successful with our boundaries with our body and mental health as well. Okay, with that dog ankle bone and the bobcat tooth, and then that fish there. Okay, now there could also be something going on here, Gemini, with again needing sleep and rest. We talked about that a few times with all these, the skull going down here and the baby's head going down. Okay, so individual power, community power, and able to, like, what enables you or someone else to get that rest, okay, or that sense of freedom. So we can cut away any negative emotions here, being proactive with that. And also, not just the masculine energy, but having the feminine energy help us clear something as well. Clear away the confusion, the cobwebs here with the cloud and the broom. Clear something so we can either go with the tide and hopefully not against it anymore. So it can be easier for us with our body and mental health or someone else's. Listening to how can we use that Saturn energy to be more responsible or assertive or aggressive with our body and mental health, knowing that over time we are protected, we're protected that may be dormant in the body or the mental health. All right, because remember, there is information coming in that is going to make us think a lot about or someone else. Where is the passion and the creativity, that fiery energy that can help us with these health goals, right? Now, also, there is that no coin there. So perhaps you or someone else or the energy says no to something, okay, in terms of someone's health, physically and mentally. And then we have that ability to either travel physically in the 3D world or even travel in our mind, right? Or just being by water, which is so healing. But it's really talking here to Gemini about doing things that we are naturally good at so we can find those answers, not necessarily caring what other people think here with the honeybee. I'm sorry, with the hummingbird, sorry, and the key charm, but the need to go slow with that for sure. Okay. Wow. All right. So that was a lot for body and mental health, but I think we got it. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and move into your last section here, Gemini. And it's pretty active as well. Like I said, all the areas are pretty active this month. But now we're talking about relationships and love, all types of relationships, romantic, platonic, self-love, all of them. But we see our skull right here. That's your second skull. Remember, the other one's over here face down, right? So this one is in relationships and love. So someone could be thinking a lot about these things, you or someone else, or the energy. But since we know all these areas are very active throughout the month, or whenever you see this reading, since all the readings that I do are timeless, it can go beyond or before March, is that with this fork here, okay, that's then crossing the center circle and in the line, is like what type of relationships are we digesting, right? Whether they're romantic, platonic, with friends and family, and even self-love. Those questions, or thinking about those things, it's safe to do that here, Gemini. Remember, you had the safety pin that was kind of also touching and right on the line. The alligator claw, which was then touching the fish vertebrae. Okay, so it's safe to think about these things for you or someone else, or the energy in general. There's a lot of good luck in thinking about these things, and these things will be supported by your support system. Wow. There's a real big need here, Gemini, for you or someone else or the energy to listen to your people this month, okay? So the listening seashell is right by the spider in the spider web in relationships. So you need to listen to your people this month, or your people need to listen to you, or both, or vice versa. There's a big listening aspect here, okay? Now, in the past, there could have been a lot of abundance here with the buckeye in relationships, or feeling like it was more abundant maybe in the past. There could have also been, if we go this way, with the bat here and the money bags, and then the coyote penis bone here, being proactive and assertive about having abundant relationships. There also could have been an aspect here in the past, again, could be a couple days ago, weeks, months, years, etc., Gemini, where subtle vibrations were really important in our relationship, right? So the bats are blind, so they can't see, so they use echolocation to communicate. So the subtle vibrations maybe were a big thing here in the past too. And then as we go this way here, Gemini, there could still be something that you're not seeing clearly, or someone else isn't seeing clearly, or the environment isn't seeing clearly yet, because it's still on the black mat, but it started maybe in the past. Where are we going to get the healing, okay, that was hiding underneath that cat's eye? Where are we going to get the healing with the lizard? Okay, so does the healing come from examining our relationship goals here with the bow and arrow? This could have something to do with the Sagittarius, or during Sagittarius season where you got Sag in your chart. But if it's not those things, it could also be like, well, someone was chewing over and digesting in the past here, Gemini. My support system is changing, or how can I change with my support system? How can I work with a teacher, a mentor, a guide, or my own leadership qualities within my relationships to have more good luck and happiness, right? So that definitely makes sense here. Now, if we go this way, Gemini, the skull was very close to, if not touching, the turkey wishbones that are kind of on its side here. So what are we wishing for in our relationships? There's a real focus here on balance and equal give and take, okay, with the balance scales here, and then being proactive with that with another coyote penis bone here. So this could have something to do with, for some of you guys, with the Libra during Libra season, where you're Libra in your chart, or if it's none of those things, it's just like, where's the balance in my relationships, okay? Where's the equal give and take? Where's the sense of justice, right? And I feel like it's so funny that it fell on its side there. Oops, and I just messed it up. It's okay. But here, Gemini, I feel like there's a big thing about, well, what do you want, right? Because it's like, what do you want? Because the turkey wishbone is up in the air. Or what does someone else want? Because over here, I see the teacher, mentor, guide, or your own leadership qualities. But because this is not flat and it's laying next to the head, it's like, really, what do you want? Maybe it's not clearly defined yet. Or maybe it's just doesn't need to be clearly defined, but it's about this equal give and take, or this sense of justice in the relationships. Okay, very interesting. Not a bad thing, it's just very interesting. Now, as we go this way here, Gemini, and I want to make sure. Oh, the dragonfly was hiding under there the whole time. I just saw that. Okay. So the dragonfly is hiding underneath the angel coin. Okay, so the dragonfly is very similar to the bow and arrow. It's like, what are our dreams in terms of our relationships? What are we longing for? So here, it's like your spiritual team is saying something about individual power and community power in your relationships. That's that equal give and take. So your spiritual team knows this and knows you're thinking about this, or someone else's, or the energy environment. So here with the coffin and the angel coin. So being also more assertive or proactive here, Gemini, with this cleansing from long time ago, even past life stuff here with the seashell charm. So we can welcome in this peaceful energy with the peace doves, so we can have a nice sense of freedom and safety, like we drop our ship anchor when we need to stop our boat, and then we lift it when we need to go. So trying to find that peaceful energy and safety and freedom within the relationships. Oops, I keep knocking this over. Wow. So yeah. Um I think that's it. I don't want to like keep repeating myself because I feel like some of the other sections kind of they all go together, right? So um I feel like that makes sense. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that another way I could say it. Um but yeah, just also, because this is right on the heart, and that's, I consider the heart chakra, right, with our relationships. Someone's thinking a lot about with these three human teeth bones. Where's the passion and the creativity in my relationships? Could have something to do with the Leo or Leo season or Leo in your chart. It doesn't have to be, but really thinking about that, and also knowing that it's safe to keep clearing information, or confusion that you don't have to listen to. Like maybe that no is like, I don't have to listen to that, or someone else doesn't have to listen to that, or the energy doesn't have to listen to that. So Saturn is coming in there, Gemini, and saying, keep clearing, keep putting the responsibility where it is meant to go. Okay? Something to do with children here. Relates back to relationships, right? I'm just going to leave that, keep hitting it. So if it's not 3D children, your children, or someone else's, or a childlike energy, put the responsibility where it needs to go, right? Because we have the balance scales. So you're not, doing everything, or someone else is not doing everything, um, because that is not fair to anybody, right? Um, and also, yeah, just being proactive with that and like prioritizing your emotions here too. I just got that. I didn't necessarily get that before, but now I got it. Okay, now I feel better. Okay, that was the last piece I wanted to say. Okay. I'm like, I knew there was something missing there. All right, so I hope some of that makes sense here, Gemini, or will in the future. Um, Always feel free to let me know in the comments, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook or later Instagram or TikTok. But enjoy this time period. Get the rest you need because there's a lot going on. Okay, and that definitely is supportive of what's going on in terms of the general astrology for everyone. Like I said before, for March, because we have four planets in an asteroid that are in retrograde. So that's when we review, we slow down, we revise, we release things. So that makes sense, kind of what's showing up in your reading here, too, as far as the collective. All right. But anyway, enjoy this time period, Gemini. And thank you guys, as always, for your energy, your likes, your subscriptions, and your shares. They're all great free ways to support my channel here. Whether, again, it's on YouTube, Facebook, later, Instagram, and TikTok. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end for the day, but I will be back in the future, starting with Cancer and going backwards through the signs for March. All right, guys. I'll see you.